You probably think your dog licks you for one simple reason. Love. That's what most people believe. A quick lick on the hand. A lick on the face. A few excited kisses when you walk through the door. Cute, right? But what if that's not the full story? What if, every time your dog licks you, it's doing something much deeper, something more emotional, maybe even something a little unsettling? Because in many cases, your dog is not licking you just to be sweet. It may be trying to calm itself down. It may be trying to reconnect with you. It may even be reacting to an emotion in you that you haven't said out loud. And once you understand that, you'll never see those kisses the same way again. 1. Licking is not just affection, it's a form of attachment. Think about when it happens most. Right after you get home. When you've been away for a while. When you move from one room to another. When your dog suddenly wants your hand, your arm, your face. That isn't random. Dogs are deeply attachment-driven animals. They study your patterns. Your steps. Your voice. Your routines. To them, you are not just someone who fills the bowl. You are the center of safety. So when your dog licks you, it can be a way of re-establishing contact. Almost like saying, there you are. I need to feel close again. That's why some dogs lick more when they've missed you. Why some do it when you stop petting them. Why some do it the moment they sense distance. It may look small on the outside. But emotionally, it can mean a lot. Because for your dog, being near you is not just preference. It's regulation. It's reassurance. It's relief. And that's where this behavior starts to feel less cute and more revealing. Because attachment is only part of it. Sometimes the licking is not about closeness. Sometimes it's about stress. 2. Your dog may be licking because it doesn't know what else to do with its anxiety. This is where owners get fooled. A dog that licks a lot can look loving. But sometimes, what looks like affection is actually tension. When dogs feel overwhelmed, they often repeat behaviors that help them self-soothe. Pacing. Yawning. Lip licking. And yes, licking you. It can happen during chaos. When strangers visit. When there's loud noise. When the routine changes. When they're confused. When they feel insecure. The act itself can become calming. Not because the problem is gone. But because the behavior helps them manage it. That means some dogs are not licking you to give love. They're licking because they need help settling their own nervous system. And that changes everything. Because once a stress behavior gets mistaken for something adorable, it often gets reinforced. The dog licks. You laugh. You pet them. You lean in. You reward the moment. And without realizing it, you may be teaching your dog to use licking as its main emotional coping tool. That's why some dogs become intense with it. Not one lick. Not two. But constant licking. Compulsive licking. Desperate licking. At that point, it stops being just a habit. It becomes a signal. A sign that something underneath may not feel stable. And there's one final layer to this that makes the whole behavior even more powerful. Because sometimes, the licking is not just about your dog's emotions. It's about yours. 3. Your dog may be reacting to feelings you haven't even expressed. Have you ever noticed your dog licking you more when you're sad? Or tired? Or sick? Or stressed? Or strangely quiet? That's not coincidence. Dogs are experts at reading subtle shifts in humans. Your tone changes. Your movement changes. Your scent changes. Your energy changes. And even if you say nothing, your dog notices. Sometimes licking becomes their response to that shift. Not because they understand your problems like a person would, but because they sense that something is different, and they feel pulled toward it. Toward you. That lick on your hand when you're overwhelmed? That may be your dog checking in. That sudden burst of licking when you cry? That may be your dog trying to restore connection. That weird moment when your dog won't leave you alone on a bad day? That may not be clinginess. It may be sensitivity. And that's the part that hits hardest. Because the behavior you dismissed as goofy may actually be one of the clearest emotional messages your dog sends. Not with barking. Not with whining. Not with dramatic behavior. But with one small, repeated action. A lick. So the next time your dog does it, pause before you call it cute. Look at the moment around it. What happened right before? Did you just leave and come back? Was your dog unsettled? Were you? Because your dog may not be licking you for the reason you think. Not just love. Not just excitement. Not just habit. Sometimes it's attachment. Sometimes it's anxiety. Sometimes it's your dog responding to an emotional shift it can feel but cannot explain. And maybe that's why this matters so much. Because when your dog licks you, it may be saying something deeper than, "I love you." It may be saying, "I need closeness. I'm trying to calm down. I can feel something is off. Please stay connected to me." And once you understand that, those little licks stop feeling small. They start feeling like a message.